Shalom Israel. I like to say all praise and glory be to YAHAWASHI. Double honor to the elders of GMS. Shalom to the electmen doing this work of faith and labor of love and truth and sincerity. Okay, and I'm going to do a quick lesson today called Knock Upon the Lord's Door. Alright, so I'm going to just jump straight into it. And the first scripture I got here is Matthew chapter 7 verse 7. It says, "Ask and it shall be given you, seek and ye shall find, knock and it shall be opened unto you." Right, so you know what I mean, that's pretty much self-explanatory. If you want certain things in the Most High, you know what I mean, or you want certain things in general, what you gotta seek. You know what I mean? Meaning what? You gotta ask for it, man. You know, like before, you know what I mean, us brothers, you know what I mean, came into this truth. You know what I mean? I know a lot of brothers out there had to been seeking. You know what I'm saying? Because what? We were all seeking out in the world, you know what I mean, looking for what we could call the truth. You know what I mean? Whether if it was, I mean, dealing in, you know what I mean, Christianity, you know what I mean, Methodist doctrine, Baptist doctrine, whether you was in the Islam back then, different philosophies like 5%er, you know what I mean, that Nawabian stuff, you know what I mean, whatever the case may be. Well, we was all seeking at a point, you know, trying to find what we can call the truth, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, just throwing up prayers, you know what I mean, unto God, because we know that there was a higher power, you know, but we didn't know that what, the Lord's name was Yahawah, or that his son's name was YAHAWASHI. You know what I'm saying? But through what? Us constantly seeking, we eventually found what we were looking for. You know what I'm saying? We eventually found what we were looking for. You know, to show you that how the Most High was dealing with us even when we was in the world. You know what I'm saying? And that the Most High kept us close to him. You know? But how the Most High does things, you know, the Most High has everything set up for an appointed time. You know? So we had to go through different things, you know what I mean, through our periods of the world, you know what I mean, to gain some experience from the world. You know what I mean? To know certain things from the world until the appointed time of the Most High to bring us into this truth, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, the next scripture I got here is just came to mind real quick since I said you know that everything happens, you know what I mean, at an appointed time. Is Galatians chapter 4 verse start at 1. Says, "Now I say that the heir, as long as he has a child, differeth nothing from a servant, though he be Lord of all." You know what I mean? And it's talking about what? YAHAWASHI. Verse 2 it says, "But is under tutors and governors until the time appointed of the Father." Right? So just how YAHAWASHI was under tutors and under governors until the appointed time when the Most High wanted him to start up his ministry, you know what I mean? And which he did, it was the same thing for us. You know, when we was out in the world, we was under tutors and under governors, whether it be, you know what I mean, a pastor, or whether it be your grandmom, your mom, your pops, whoever, you know what I mean, or if you was a dude, you was just out on your lonesome out there in the streets, man. You know what I mean? You was guided, your tutors and the governors that was guiding you was the ways of the street life. You know what I'm saying? Until the appointed time when the Most High wanted you to come into this truth. You know what I'm saying? Like a quick pointer. You know what I mean? You know, before I came into the truth, you know what I mean, I seen the brothers downtown, you know, like 2 or 3 years prior to me actually coming into the truth. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I had certain questions and things like that, you know, but I just knew now, me being in the truth now, I recognize that the Lord didn't have it to me being the truth at that time because I wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord had it, appointed 2 or 3 years later on down the line, I wound up being in this truth. You know what I'm saying? Because if the Lord would have probably brought me in at that time, I probably would have fell out. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have fell out. So the Most High had to put me through certain things, I mean, until a point in time when he knew that I was ready. Just as with the rest of you brothers that's out there. Now, some other brothers might have had a similar situation, or some brothers might have heard the word for the first time, you know what I mean, and it just grabs to them, depending on your lot and how the Most High, YAHAWASHI, brought you into this truth, man. You know? But what? The Lord, that's why you got to be very thankful for this truth, because the Lord could have left us out there to dry. You know what I'm saying? But what? The Lord knows who are his, man. And that's why us brothers now, we're hearing this truth. And Lord willing, we'll continue to endure until the end, and we can make it and be saved, man. You know, because the Lord knows who are his, man. That's why when we was out in the world, what? We was calling unto God, you know what I mean? But what? The Most High, YAHAWASHI, he still heard our prayers, man. You know? Still heard our prayers, man. The next scripture I got here is this is John chapter 10 verse 27. It says, my sheep hear my voice, I know them, and they follow me. Right? So the Lord said what? My sheep hear my voice, man. And I know them. He knows who are his. You know what I'm saying? Prior to when we was in this truth. You know what I'm saying? Because he know how diligently, brothers was seeking, or, you know what I mean, or whether you wasn't seeking, but he knows who are his. You know what I'm saying? Because at one, everybody throws up prayers, you know what I mean, here and there, whether if you just, you know what I mean, locked up in a fucked up situation or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? The Most High still hears your cries, man. You know what I mean? And that's why we here now, up in this truth, man, you know? And like another point, like when you're a child, you know what I mean? Children have a lot of different questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, like, why is the world like this? You know what I mean? Or why do we gotta die? You know what I mean? It's like everything, no matter what I do, it seems like it's a revolving door. Why are we here? What's our purpose? You know what I'm saying? But now what? Us brothers been in this truth now, if we had questions like that from the world, now what? The Most High answered all those questions now for us. Because now what? We know all things according to the scriptures, man. Okay? Yeah, the next scripture I got here is this 1 John chapter 2 verse 20. And it reads, but ye have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things. Right? So whatever questions that you had from the world, you know what I mean, you brought into this truth. Now the Most High have took that chip off your shoulder, you know what I mean, so to speak, from before. Because I mean, you might have been upset that you probably went to a different pastor, a preacher, teacher, your grandmom's, you know what I mean, whoever was over you, you know what I mean, as far as spirituality, as far as, you know what I mean, you looking up to them for guidance, you were asking certain questions of them, and they didn't give you the proper answer. So you might have leaned away from the church life, or you might have leaned away from whatever philosophy you was in, because you might have not got a proper answer. You know what I'm saying? But now what? Coming into this truth, the Most High gives us the answers of the things of which we are to know according to the scriptures, what he have revealed unto us, man. You know what I'm saying? Because what? The Most High revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets, man. You know? And just how the Most High told Jeremiah, you know what I mean, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High knows who are his, and that's why we're here today, man. So once again, you got to be very grateful for this truth. You got to be very thankful for this truth, man. You know what I mean? And that you can continue with diligence and endure to the end. You know what I mean? But for things like that, what? You got to constantly knock upon the Lord's door. You know what I mean? Ask and ye shall find, man. You know what I mean? Seek and it shall be given unto you, man. You know what I mean? But what? As far as the kingdom is concerned, what? That's only going to be given unto the elect. You know what I'm saying? Because you can knock on the Lord's door all day. You know what I mean? But if you're not of the elect, you're not going to make it, man. You know? That's why we got to constantly be seeking and asking the Lord, knocking upon his door for forgiveness, for mercy. You know what I'm saying? Asking the Lord to redeem your life. Asking the Lord to redeem your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Padah chayaya. Asking the Lord to redeem my life. You know what I'm saying? Or padah rawakya. Redeem my spirit. Redeem my soul. You know what I mean? You got to constantly throw up prayers like that, man. You know what I mean? And ask the Lord to constantly have mercy upon you. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, it's like when you asking the Most High of things, you know what I mean, you got to be sure of what you're asking for. You know what I'm saying? You got to be sure of what you're asking for, man. All right. Yeah, the next scripture I got here is this is James chapter 1. I started at verse 5. It says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Right, so a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And when you ask the things of the Most High, you got to ask in faith, nothing wavering. You can't doubt, you know what I mean, whatever you're asking of the Most High, man. You can't have no doubt in your mind at all, man. You know what I mean? That's why you got to constantly knock upon the Lord's door, because when you praying, you can't just ask the Most High one time. You know what I mean? Throughout your continual prayers, you know what I mean, your daily prayers, you know what I mean, whether it's from now to a month later. If you want a spiritual gift or whatever the case may be from the Most High, you got to keep on asking him, because the Most High wants to know that, yo, you're sure of what you're asking me. You know what I mean? That's why they say in the world, what? You got to be careful what you ask for. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to know that, even that faggot Tyler Perry said it. He said, I mean, people ask things of God, but you got to know that you got to be willing to go through whatever trials, tribulations, or obstacles to receive what you want from the Most High. And just like the first brother said, what to enter the kingdom, we know we got to constantly go through this hell, man. We know we got to battle demons day in and day out, man. You know what I'm saying? So you like, if you want faith, the Most High is going to test you on. You asking the Most High for faith, you keep asking Him. Now the Most High is going to test you on that, man. You know what I mean? The Most High is going to put you in a serious situation, which is going to force you to build up your faith. Or it's either you're going to build up your faith or you're going to break, man. You know what I'm saying? So you got to hope that the Most High keep you from that temptation as well, so that you won't break, but so that your faith can be built up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, right, you know what I mean? Like, I was on my way to work one day, you know what I'm saying? And I was saying to myself, like, yo, I fell off my prayers, I got to pray more, you know what I mean? And then, like, an hour, 2 hours later, I heard a song on the radio at work, you know what I mean? And the hook was like, the hook of the song was like, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. And I was like, oh, shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, because in that instance, you know what I mean? What the Most High spoke to me in the blink of an eye, man. In the blink of an eye, the Most High spoke to me. And we know how the Most High work. You know what I mean? Sometimes He could speak to you in an instant. Sometimes it might be a week later, 2 weeks later, or 5 months from now. You know what I'm saying? But that's how the Most High work. You know what I'm saying? So at that moment, the Most High was telling me, like, yo, you want certain things of me. You asking certain things of me. You know what I mean? You want to be built up more. I mean, you neglect them prayer. You got to constantly knock upon my door, constantly seek my face, man. You know what I mean? You got to constantly ask me, man. You know what I mean? Like, stop neglecting that. Stop putting it off. You know that. Now, I'm showing you the sign right in front of your face, man. You know what I mean? Smack dab in your face. He basically smacked me in the face right there in the instant, man. You know what I mean? Like, yo, get up on your prayers, man. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do stuff for you, but I can't do nothing for you if you're not asking me. You know what I mean? I'm your father. You want some of me, you got to ask me, man. You know what I'm saying? Because what? You know what I mean? He our father, but He not going to give us stuff, you know what I mean, like how our mother would do. You know what I mean? Your mother just going to give you stuff because what? You just her sweet, precious baby. But your father, He going to tell you, like, yo, you got to earn this, man. You want some of me, you got to earn this. You know what I mean? I'm just not going to give it to you. You got to earn it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how that work, man. You know what I mean? That's how that work. And let me get on one more precept real quick. That just kind of came to mind. This is Luke chapter 18, verse 1. It says, and He spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint. Meaning what? Don't get tired of praying, you know what I mean, just because, you know what I mean, you thinking that the Most High ain't answering your prayers. You got to be patient upon that, man. You know what I mean? That's another aspect, man. You got to be patient with your prayers, man. You know what I mean? You can't just expect things just to happen overnight. It don't work like that, man. You know what I mean? Everything goes according to the will of the Most High if you want to answer your prayers, man. You know? Verse 2, it says, saying, there was in a city a judge which feared not the Most High, neither regarded man. And there was a widow in that city, and she came in, saying, avenge me of mine adversary. And he would not for a while, but afterward he said within himself, though I fear not the Most High, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weareth me. And the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge saith. And shall not the Most High avenge His own elect, which cry day and night unto Him, though He be along with them? I tell you that He will avenge them speedily. You know what I'm saying? So, what? Just saw that unjust judge. You know what I mean? He ain't really care too much about the Most High, nor was He a respecter of persons as far as man is concerned. Because the woman kept knocking upon his door, kept bothering the shit out of him. He answered, you know what I mean? He granted her her wish. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is with the Most High. You know what I mean? You constantly knock upon the Lord's door like, Lord, this is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want. I'm sure of what I want. You know what I mean? Like, can you please answer my prayers? Then the Most High is going to come through for you, man. But you got to have that faith that that's going to happen and that patience that those things are going to take place in what you asking for the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like, no matter what, you can't neglect that prayer, man. You know what I mean? Because that is very important in this thing, man. You know what I mean? To constantly knock upon the Lord's door and to constantly seek His face, man. You know what I mean? Because without that, you know what I mean? Like, how you going to get anywhere if you're not doing that, man? You know what I mean? You got to constantly seek the Lord's face, you know what I mean? Day in and day out, man. And you can't neglect that prayer, man. You know, so, you know, the time is short, you know what I mean? We almost up out of here, you know what I mean? So, you know, the times of Jacob's trouble is very near upon us, you know what I mean? The evil times of days and calamities and afflictions is coming upon us, you know what I'm saying? The famine, martial law, the chip, you know what I mean? All these things is right around the corner, you know what I mean? Damn near smack dab in our face. So, you know what I mean? We got constantly throw up them prayers, knock upon the Lord's door, constantly seek his face, stay diligent in these works, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean, Lord willing, we can endure, you know what I mean, and make it, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, with that, I like to say, all praise and glory be to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders of GMS, Shalom to the elect brethren, doing this work of faith and labor of love and truth and sincerity. Shalom, death to America.